I am very glad to be with you today. Thank you to everybody, and thank you to IMSAD for organizing this nice event and to inviting me and Schneider Electric. From this morning, I am hearing fantastic messages about digitization. Digital is today's world. Now we'll go together inside what is the impact on industry. What we could say is that already the fourth industrial revolution already happened. At the end of the 19th century, we had the first one with the coal mines, the siderurgy. Second and third one was mainly a lot in Europe and US, worldwide, with the mass manufacturing, with the oil. And now we are living the data revolution on industry. And it is big, incredibly big. Beginning of this summer, there was an article on The Economist. Okay? Economists will never make an article on something that they don't know. And they spoke about this fourth revolution, how big it is. If we zoom on the previous ones, on the first one, the coal mines, after the oil and mass manufacturing, if we look at the market capitalizations, the biggest factory were the coal mines, General Motors for the mass manufacturing, Shell, Exxon. Today, who are the main players on that? Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. And the sign is there. We are already in this fourth digitization. We are now on the area of data. It is really the new currency, the new oil of this 21st century. And this already happened. As industry, we have to catch up. We don't have the choice. Okay, we have to use what already happened. Okay, as Schneider Electric, we'll go deeper on that. I will just need to have the tool to change the slides because it is not here. If somebody can give it to me. Sorry for this small delay. Okay. Thank you. Super. Now we have the digital transformation on one side. On the other side, the world is completely changing. Energy. We know from now that in the coming 30 years, the demand on energy will increase by 50%. And out of this energy, the need of electricity will be twice. We are, at Schneider, on that segment. We know that in order to be efficient, we have to work on that. And connectivity, we spoke already this morning, and we'll go through that, will play a capital role. So, we know the world is becoming more electric, need of energy, more digitized, we spoke on that. But at the same time, we want to be sustainable. Why? As our company, Schneider Electric, it is a very important topic, decarbonization, because this is important for our shareholders, our customers, and our employees, and obviously for the planet. And this efficiency will play a key role on that topic. The idea of decentralization, it is not the decentralization of people. The data is everywhere. Today, all over the world, you have factories, people who are giving inputs to our industry. So we have to be able, with these new changes, to capitalize and to use all these inputs. And the decentralization will be key to be able to have the global view. Now coming, okay, we are a little bit scientists, to an equation. Schneider Electric, I will come back to what is the aim of our company. We are today on the industry side, a lot on the OT, so operations technology. We are mastering from years very well the machines, the manufacturing, everything inside a plant, inside the walls of an end user, of a user. At the same time, IT came. We have these changes and this evolution on the information technology. One of our colleagues spoke about the big data. It is the cloud. Now the cloud is there. All the reliable data is in the cloud. So adding the IT and in OT is becoming something very interesting to have one single database. At the same time, IoT, Internet of Things. What is IoT? Or if we go deeper now in industry, it is industry IoT, industry Internet of Things. It is the connected products. Now, all the products, we master the technology, are connected. And adding all this equation, connected products plus OT and IT, is giving us a fabulous opportunity of becoming a player, a major player of the 21st century, because we'll work on optimization. Behind optimization, there is the asset management and the performance. So our aim, finally, is to be more performant, efficient, and productive for our companies. So I am working in Schneider Electric from ages, from a long time, and I'm very proud to belong to this company. It represents 25 billion euros all over the world, with more than 160,000 people working from that. It is equilibrated all over the world, so you will find always a Schneider Electric in each country in the world. We are very much present in Turkey. We have very strong teams mastering all our latest technology. Important data, 5% of our revenues are devoted to R&D. So what we do at Schneider Electric for living, it is energy management and power management on 4 main markets. So it is energy grid, building, so homes, industry, and data centers. Using the famous equation we had a few seconds ago, we defined a platform, a digitization platform called EcoStruxure. And it is through this EcoStruxure platform that we want to, between brackets, solve the famous equation and use it for the benefit of our users, customers, shareholders, and employees. Here you have a plant, okay, an industrial plant. We have 6 main domains of competences. So it is the grid, so it is the energy, all the electricity coming to the factory, the power, how it arrives to the factory, to the end user, the building, obviously the machines and the plant running, and the data centers. There you will find our 6 main domains of competencies who are the service of the plant. Behind these 6 domains of competencies, there are 6 architectures. So it is through these architectures, technical architectures with products at each level, that we will serve the performance of a user of a plant. And we will help each end user to make its business. Example, a food and beverage manufacturer, we are not in the food and beverage, we don't know, but we will help him to better perform his own job. So on this slide, you will find down, okay, the 6 domains of expertise, serving the market, so buildings, data center, industry, and grid. And we have 3 levels, 3 layers. The first layer is the connected product. Behind that, it is the sensors. So when you have a machine, you have some sensors to feel and to have the information about the status, to give information if the product is ready, the step of the production. These informations are consolidated at the second level called edge control. It is the control systems. Example, it is PLCs, gateways. There we are still at the level of the factory, inside the plant. There is already the possibility to manage the plant in a correct and performant way. But what is interesting with all this fourth industrial revolution, this data revolution, is to be able to communicate at a higher level, at a software level, where we call it is the apps, the analytics and services. There we'll be able to compile all these data at a higher level with the information coming from outside. Very simple example. Again, a food and bev factory, we need, and the outside temperature of the plant is very important. Okay, so we need, or the humidity index. So we need to have some outputs, some inputs, sorry, coming from outside to better perform the production. It is a very simple example, but it plays a role. Otherwise, on the other hand, we have on another country. So the same plant could be a similar plant somewhere else. So to have some inputs to compare in a very, very quick way. So we have all these 3 levels. And in parallel, another notion that appears with this digitization, it is the cyber security. So the cyber security, we heard a lot of problems and viruses coming on the net during this year. We had several alerts. And one way to protect ourselves is to be connected, because it is through the cloud that we will have the solution to these threats. So this cybersecurity, with this rapidity of communication, is playing a key role. Here we'll go, there are 5 main transformations coming with this new area. Just before my intervention, very interesting, there is the mobility. We all have a smartphone, and in fact, I am my smartphone. If I don't have my smartphone, I am lost. It is giving me inputs at every moment of the day. 10 years ago, if you remember, some of us had a Palm Pilot. Okay, it was we are putting our agendas there, but we had to put the Palm Pilot at one moment on a base close to the laptop to synchronize. And in fact, it was not the mobility. We didn't have the mobility at that moment. Okay, at one moment of the day, we had to make this synchronization. Today, with our mobile, our data are completely synchronized in real time with our laptop, not only with our laptop, with all the teams, with our company, with our customers, with everybody. So it is a sense of complete mobility. The cloud, we spoke about data, it is all the data above us. A very interesting topic is, behind this cloud, there are very big data centers. And for a single company, it's impossible to handle such costs. So the fact to use this cloud is very important to share the cost and to benefit at the same time of the capacities of such powerful tool. Sensing the connected products. So at any moment, now our products on the field are able to give us inputs. Analytics, it is a software. So at a cloud level, as a software level, we are able to analyze and to react in a very rapid way to the coming information and the security, which is today key due to the rapidity of the exchanges of data. Important topic is to close the loop, because everything is going very fast, but we have to control the feasibility and the reality of each information. So we are connected, we collect the information, we analyze them, we can take an action, but we have to verify immediately if the taken action is the right one. So again, we are restarting the loop. And this is true from the shop floor to the top floor. So at every level of a user, we will be able to do that. Here again, we have these three layers, the three levels. We put some Schneider products, obviously. So we have at the first level the connected products. You will find, I don't know if you are familiar with them, drives, sensors, push buttons, HMIs. Second level, it is more on the control systems. So it is PLCs, gateways, which is giving us to the software. And at the software level, we are now a major player on that to define and to give at every user the requested software to be able to manage their business. Here, a quick example about smart pumping. We have our colleagues from Willow here today as well, which are using our drives. We will find on a smart pumping application these three levels. First, we have the drives. A drive is a device who is changing the speed of a motor. But at the same time, it is not only that. It is measuring everything on this motor, all the energy consumption of this motor, the temperature of this motor. So behind the motor, there is a mechanic, a machine. So this drive is completely able to measure and to have the visibility of the status of this machine. Is there a problem? What will be the life of the machine? This can be analyzed and determined through the information collected with this drive. In this application, the drive is playing the role of a sensor. Above, there is what we have, the IoT box. It is a kind of gateway to collect this information and to compile it at a software level. And we have applications to determine what is the status of the pump. Is the pump in a good way, in a good mood, we could say, and to make preventive maintenance, preventive service. It is the premises of the asset management. We have this typology of configuration for each and every application. Okay, and we are partners. Microsoft is a big partner for Schneider Electric, IBM, SAP, Amazon, who are the leaders and the main players on that domain. Another rapid example: in Finland, we have a customer, a sawmill. Okay, and this sawmill, so they are cutting wood, and a way to manage their assets is to measure the energy. So they are doing this sawmill predictive maintenance, and they know when the saw will break, measuring the evolution and the history of the energy consumed. Another quick example, we have a customer in Spain who are a car wash manufacturer. So you know it is these machines with big rolls, and there it is a big customer for us as well, for drives, for automation. These people, so they are selling car washes all over the world, and they started to understand the importance of the asset management. And they are proposing to their customers preventive maintenance contracts, and they are measuring the information coming from these famous sensors, the energy consumed, in order to see when there will be a mechanical problem, we have to change the rolls and so. So this was working quite well, but at the same time they discovered that it is possible to have information about the soap, the wax inside this machine. So they are collecting as well information when there will not be any more soap on the car wash machines. And today, this machine manufacturer of car wash is selling soap and wax to the users and to the owners of the car wash. So, and 5 years ago, these people never thought about selling soap. This is to illustrate as well that our jobs and the functions are really changing. So we have to adapt, not to adapt only, but to use finally these transformations in order to be more effective. Three main outputs of these changes on industry. In fact, two of them are very close. You have the empowered operators and the agile management. Somebody this morning spoke about the new generations, the millenniums, and so. Today, an operator needs as well to be empowered in order to feel that he has a responsibility. With this technology, he can act and have information from the cloud, from all the layers, in order to react. And it joins finally to the agile management. So the more we are mobile, the more we are close to the field, the more we will be performant. So finally, giving empowerment to the operations is a kind of agile management. And we spoke about the proactive maintenance. This is one field that we are doing incredible progress with these new tools. A quick illustration. We have a customer in China. It is the biggest Chinese cement manufacturer who has a very important dilemma. We'll show a small movie in a few seconds. It is very, very short. It is in Chinese with English subtitles, and after we'll come to the takeaways. If you can put it.
城市发展离不开水泥，而水泥生产是高能耗行业，热能和电能的高额消耗一直困扰着我们。全世界每销售10吨水泥，就有1吨由中国建材提供。
水泥行业的能耗占全球的2%，二氧化碳排放量占5%。这个能耗这一块在我们整个企业生产成本的60%以上，这个数字是非常惊人的。我叫刘向奎，在宜联中联水泥有限公司任职生产副总经理。近年来政府对高能耗的水泥企业加强了管控，主要是提高能源管理水平和能源利用效率，并降低浪费和污染物的排放。自从我们升了施耐德电器能源管理系统之后，我们在能耗、电耗还有成本控制方面，给我们企业带来了很高的效益，对我们这个生产起到了指导性的作用。
我们公司采用了施耐德公司的遥专家控制系统，主要用于解决我们的能耗问题。
期待着夏布和施耐德电器在能源管理升级、智能制造和设备管理系统这方面进一步合作。 为水泥行业可持续发展做出贡献。
Okay, I will just come back. During this video, you had the three main figures. So they were telling that cement segment is consuming 2% of the worldwide energy consumption, which is enormous. And it represents 5% of the production of dioxide carbon, which is enormous as well. China, they have a very big challenge on the pollution, as you know, probably. Other challenge for this company, energy represents 60% of their costs. It is not persons, it is 60% of their, it is energy. So we are working at Schneider closely with them to improve their efficiency. They have several sites, obviously a lot of sites in China, and already there are some improvements, so 3 to 5% energy savings already done, and after on the day-to-day efficiency, 10 to 5% on the personal optimization. Okay, so they are applying and using this, between brackets, new methodology. Now, as takeaway, there are three points I would like to highlight. First, it is this fourth industrial revolution. It happened. We have to catch up, and we have to use it the best way we can. Second, as a company, Schneider, what we want is to make the life easy of everybody, of the workers, of the companies, and with that, to be more efficient, productive. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Maybe we can have one or two questions from the audiences.
With great pleasure.
Okay. Evet, değerli konuşmacımıza soruları olabilir misafirlerimizin. 1 veya 2 soru alabiliriz efendim. Bu konuyla ilgili soru sormak isteyenler olursa memnuniyetle kabul ediyor kendisi. Evet, çok güncel bir konu. Kendisi çok güzel sunumlarla destekledi. Hem görsellerle hem de verdiği bilgilerle gerçekten çok doyurucu bir sunumdu ama yine de bu konuyla ilgili belki merak ettikleriniz olabilir diye düşünüyoruz. Aslında zirvemizin soru-cevap bölümü olmadığını daha önce belirtmiştik. Fakat kendisi için bir özel durum geliştiriyoruz ve varsa sorularınızı almak istiyoruz.
It would be with great pleasure, and don't hesitate to ask them in Turkish. We have Schneider people who translate, and it would be a great pleasure for us.
Arkada hanımefendi var. Oraya bir mikrofon ulaştırabilirsek çok sevinirim. Do you need this maybe for the translation?
We'll see.
Okay.
Genelde Enerji 4.0, Endüstri 4.0 için düşünülen kaygılardan bir tanesi işte çalışan sayısının azalmasıyla işte istihdamın azalması. Bu yaptığı projelerde, gerçekleştirdikleri projelerde nasıl oldu? Onu sormak istiyorum. Uygulama yapan bir firma oldukları için. Bir de onların bakış açısına göre yani sanayide en çok hangi alanda ihtiyaç duyuluyor otomasyona?
Biraz daha mikrofonu yaklaştırabilirseniz pek sesiniz duyulmadı.
Şimdi birinci sorum istihdamla ilgili. Yaptığı projelerde istihdam nasıl değişti? Çalışan istihdamı ve oradaki karlılığı etkisi ve verimliliğe etkisi. İkinci sorumda farklı sanayi alanlarında çalıştığı için soruyorum. Hangi alanda daha çok fazla verimlilik alıyorlar bu konuda? Teşekkür ederim.
Somebody will help me with the translation.
Yes, I have this equipment for the translation.
Okay, maybe she will do. Yeah, good.
Sizden tekrar alacağız soruyu bu durumda.
Sorry ya.
Anlatamadık
Sorry,
çünkü
really.
tam olarak kendisini. Okay. She will repeat the question, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Bir daha lütfen alabilir miyiz? Daha kısa olabilir belki. Buyurun.
İstihdam konusunu soracağım. Yaptığı projeleri örnekleyerek. İkincisinde de yine yaptıkları projeleri göz önünde bulundurarak en çok verimliliği hangi alanda aldılar sanayi alanında?
Okay, can you hear clearly? Okay, what I will reply to that. First, the functions are changing drastically. Okay, so some control functions at any level of the end user is changing. Okay, so after to tell you in which domain it will improve, it is very specific to each typology of industry, of segment. It is very specific. But the rapidity, in fact, of information is key in that in that segment. Okay, because we had several cases about if we go to the shop floor, about the machines, the improvements of the machines and the rapidity of information processing of the machine. First step. The importance of the human and machine interface, it was a very big improvement. About all that, finally, now we lived very much with this data changes, improving the people-to-people connectivity, but now the new area is from people to machine and machine to machine. Okay, so finally the improvement was really on the speed, on the speed. I don't know if I answered your question. Don't hesitate. I am here in any case the full day. We can have one-to-one exchanges with great pleasure as well.
Okay.
Please, we'll try. Now we had one question, so we debugged the process, so don't hesitate to ask other questions.
Evet, başka sorumuz var mı efendim kendisine? Bir sorumuz daha var. Arkada bir beyefendi var. Mikrofonu ulaştıralım lütfen. Buyurun.
Merhaba.
I
Bugün
think
dünyada...
you need to put this. Okay. Bir dakika lütfen.
Bugün dünyada...
Bir dakika. Is it working? Is that okay for you?
Yes.
Konuşur musunuz?
Tabii. Yes, please.
Bugün dünyada elektrik enerjisini elde baktığımızda fosil kaynaklardan ya yenilenebilir enerji kaynaklarından ya da nükleer enerji kaynakları olan füsyon reaksiyonlarından elde ediliyor. Bununla ilgili gelecekte füsyon kaynakları, yani bir defa çekirdek bölünmesi yerine çekirdek bileşmesi denen füzyon reaksiyonları oluştuğu zaman bununla ilgili tokamak projeleri var. Bu oluştuğu zaman nasıl bir zarar görür mevcut enerji kaynakları? Teşekkür ederim.
Okay. I am not a specialist of this sector of nuclear, so we have some specific departments in Schneider Electric. That is true. We have a lot of devices close to the nuclear. Obviously, okay, in Europe, France in particularly, we are really working to go less on the nuclear. That is the global policy. But if you need to go deeper on that, I can collect some information and we can come back to you. But the global policy is that, yeah.
Is it okay? Evet, çok teşekkür ediyoruz efendim. Thank you very much for being with us.
Çok teşekkür ederim.
And sharing your experiences. Thank you very much.
Great pleasure. Thank you.